Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Indistinct Chatter. I'm Julian.
And I'm Lucas, also known as the legend, icon, and star themselves, Aries.
That's the entire title, so make sure you say that every time you say her name.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyway, so today we are talking about RuPaul's Drag Race episode, All-Stars episode,
Reset!
Rewind. So today we're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 6, Episode 11, which is like the... What's before the finale in, like, soccer?
The semi-final?
Yeah, the semi-finals, yeah.
I said that like a second. The semi-final? No, it is right before the pinnacle. Mm-hmm. We thought last week was the top four. Was the top four. But guess what? It wasn't.
Mm-mm.
So we had to go back again in time, and we didn't talk about episode 10 last week because it was too much.
Yeah, because it wasn't really an episode, but it was an episode.
It was so entertaining and fun, but it was like a lip-syncing extravaganza. And you know what? Like, it was wild. And I think it wasn't even a lip-syncing extravaganza. It was a Silky Nutmeg Ganache special.
Literally.
So, first of all, that bitch murdered every whore that walked out on stage.
It was 6?
6 girls. 6 girls, up and down. Silky murdered them.
Imagine going to jail for murdering 6 people in a row.
You know, the unit bomber would never. You know?
Unit bomber, not unit bomber.
I like unit better. But but Silky, honestly, props to that prostitute. She murdered that episode. And that episode was just about her.
Yeah.
And obviously that brings us to this week's episode, as Julian said, episode 11. And we get to see who comes back. And unfortunately...
I was just about to say... Unfortunately, before you said it, I was like, unfortunately... But then you said it.
Yeah,
so.
it wasn't Silky Nutmeg Ganache.
It wasn't the good milk, it was the bad milk.
It was the bad milk. It was Eureka O'Hara. And, you know...
And honestly, on the episode, Eureka, we found her again.
It's been like the 3rd time.
How many agains can you add to her name?
I don't want to go through that math.
Fair.
So Eureka's back in the competition, okay? And we're back to a top 5. So the top 4 that we thought we had, we didn't actually have because of the game within a game, which was fun. But still, I did wish it was Silky, as we said.
Yeah.
But, you know, it wasn't that, so we had to move on. So top 5 again for the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent monologues.
It's a long name, you need to make sure you read
Literally,
it.
I read it off the prompter. This was just like we're back in the game again, like 2 weeks ago again, almost. Like, we're back into that exact same rhythm. I enjoyed this episode more than I have in the past 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I felt like it was kind of going down a hill, like the past 3 or 4. But this one I actually was like, oh, like I enjoyed the candid monologues. Like it almost was like a window into each person's like life and soul and experience as human beings.
The thing that I liked about these is this is one of those rare episodes where everybody really does well, and it's hard to kind of tell who like fumbles. You have to look at like the small details to be like, well, this person kind of was a little bit this, and you know, the smallest thing will put you under everybody else.
Exactly. I didn't agree with Carson Krusty's critiques on Trinity though at all. I think Trinity was like a great opener and a great moment to start the entire competition. Yeah. Like that entire story too was almost unbelievable. Yeah. But it was like so iconic. So I don't know what that was about, but
because honestly, I didn't feel any rushing with her.
I didn't. I felt like it was a good pace. I laughed. I felt warm. I felt fuzzy. I felt all the good things. Yeah. I don't know. It was weird, but yeah. Yeah,
like the only people that I felt a little bit iffy at the beginning was Raja and Ginger.
Yeah, Raja and Ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger did have the fakeness, I think.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like it seemed rehearsed.
Yeah, like she had that scripted vocal in the beginning, but then she kind of started getting a little bit more like, you know, loosey-goosey. And with Raja, she had that like, oh shit, I forgot the line. What was I supposed to say? And like that one pause that messed it up for her.
It just that one pause can last like a lifetime on stage.
But everyone else was
fantastic,
really good.
Yeah, Eureka actually did really well. Good for her.
Yeah, I'm mad she won. But...
I'm mad. Yeah. Well, speaking of that, she did win the challenge.
Yeah.
She came back. She won the bitch. I don't know if I like she did look. I think she hit the runway the most. But I just wish she wasn't there. I'm gonna be honest. I just wish she wasn't there, and that's just a reflection of the entire experience. But she did do the best, and she did win. I think the critiques weren't necessarily incorrect in her not winning. Do you know what I mean?
Fair, yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
All I want to say is she better be absolutely beautiful, phenomenal, amazing, excellent, gorgeous in the finale.
It's true.
If she's not, not gonna say waste of space, but
yeah, no, I agree though. It's like if you're coming back, like she is taking away a Trinity K Bonnet runway for us,
literally,
because
that's all I wanted to see.
Yeah, that's all we wanted was a Trinity K Bonnet moment.
Yeah, a finale runway.
A finale moment for her. So I feel very attacked and very upset about what's gonna happen next week, but you know, we'll get to see it and we'll get to experience it, and that's
and it better be amazing.
It better be amazing. And they're doing that this is our, like, the fucking This Is Our Country. You know what that reminds me of? Like that song, like, this land is my land, this land is your land. That's colonial shit, you know? And the girls are, I'm sorry.
How many episodes of of colonists do we have?
A lot.
So far, we have two main ones. We have the Pandora, and we have this one.
Oh, yeah, we have the Pandora colony dress that we called her out for, and she actually blocked us. Iconic.
Well, everyone called her out for that.
Yeah, everyone did, but she blocked us, so that's kind of iconic. I don't know how many people she blocked.
I wonder if she blocked Trinity. I mean, not Trinity.
Trixie Mattel. Yeah. Oh, probably not, because Trixie gives her clout. That's right. We're just small people that she doesn't give a fuck about. So, Eureka had to lip sync for her legacy against the icon, the legend, the moment herself, like Jada. Oh,
so I was gonna say, like the one and only.
The one and only Jada Essence Hall. Because, like, as soon as that bitch walked, like, they revealed her, like, we watched it with our girl Letitia. She's actually sitting right there. And she actually said, this bitch looks dangerous. And I think that speaks to just the image of Jada Essence Hall. Dangerous, because she is that bitch. So, very that. And again, the lip sync started, and it was a Little Richard song, and we were all a little nervous, but as soon as that lyric hit, Jada won the lip sync.
Yeah, Jada's doing it.
Literally. And the fact that the lip sync ended up being a tie, I think was the incorrect call, in my opinion. I think all of us agree in this room right now, all four of us, that Jada Essence Hall was the winner of this challenge. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
They both won, and the group vote was Trinity, and Eureka's vote was Trinity. So obviously, Trinity went home, which, again, was not part of my fantasy.
Not at all. Neither mine, neither anyone's.
Neither anyone's. Like, watching this season, like, Trinity, like, that top four last week, before this whole thing, was the top four to me. Like, I was like, this was an iconic top four. Trinity, Raja, Kylie, Sonique, and Ginger Minge was my top four. So, now having Trinity out and Eureka in, like, it's almost just the top three to me.
I know. I was gonna say, like, it's disappointing to say the least.
Yeah.
So that was the main challenge for this week's episode. And right before we get into the wearing and the tearing, we're gonna quickly discuss on who we think is going to be the final drag queen of this season. The winner of RuPaul's Drag Race. You ruined the drama.
Miss Ma'am.
Winner, chicken dinner.
So, our predictions for the winner. What do you think?
Well, I was team TKB, hands down. I was this whole season.
I still think she would win.
You still think? I hope so. I have feelings with Ginger. That's from an uncut episode. If you want to see me rant about Ginger for about 25 minutes and why I don't think she should win, let us know and I will release that as a bonus episode for Drag Race. I mean, for Indistinct Chatter. Because
250 likes, we'll release it.
Yeah. If you got... That's never gonna happen. So it really is between Raja and Kylie Sonique for me. Because obviously, as we said this episode, Eureka's not it for me. And Ginger, I have my reasons why. And so for me, it's between Kylie and Raja. And for the two of me... you look at Raja, she has 2 wins, barely any bottoms, and you have Kylie, 1 win, and a few bottoms. You know what I mean? So, in my mind, Raja's my clear winner now.
Yeah.
Raja D. O'Hara.
No, honestly, I was gonna say the same thing. Same thing with me. Like, Ginger, I feel like she is like a front runner, but not a winner. Eureka, she shouldn't have come back.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kylie and Raja, I just feel like something... I don't know, something about, like, with, like, Raja, I don't know if it's, like, her, like, making outfits or her, like, personality or, like, just something
it's all of it.
Yeah, like, something that she just is. I feel more of a winner in her than I do in Kylie.
That's fair.
But yeah, so now that we have all of that predictions and future talk out of the way, let's get down to the nitty, the gritty, the wear, the tear, right? We're gonna delve right in to the wears and the tears. And the runway challenge is...
Oops, I did it again. Fashionable fashion fails. Alright, and first up on the runway is Trinity K Bonnet. So, Miss Girl looks beautiful tonight. She looks absolutely stunning. I love the gloves, I love the drama, I love this bell-bottom-esque, like, fishtail dress. The drama sleeve moment, it's beautiful. And then the back is like she's like, I'm busting out, I gained weight.
Yeah.
And it's funny because she's like a size 0. So literally she went from a double 0 to fucking 0. Or she's wearing her dress when she was like 14 and now she's 23. So the rib cage just expanded a little bit. But like, it looks good. It
was a very small piece of fashion fail on like a beautiful gown, which I wanted just a little bit more fashion fail. Even if it was like, if that thing on the back, even if it was like on like the sides or something, and like there was a little bit more like ripping in the dress,
fair.
Or like in like the butt crack, and I don't know. I feel like I did want a little bit more fashion feel. This sounds bad, but like, it was too beautiful.
I think though for me this look is still gonna be a wear because I do like the idea of it not being as in your face. I think it's a nice take instead of it just being like literally like thrown at you. It's a little, you have to think about it, you have to look at it, you have to see the whole thing, and I like that. So that's why for me it's a wear.
For me it's gonna be a tear. Yeah,
God.
I know it's drama. It's
Tisha's face.
It's what's the wizard's Z? Controversy.
It's controversial.
Next up on the runway is Raja D. O'Hara. And this fashion fail I like because she was not completely ready in her look. And it was like half on, half off still, and the shoulder, and she was like, oh god. So this I really do like.
I agree. I think it like she said, it's almost like you're in the dressing room when someone walks in, you're like, and you're like covering yourself. I think it's fair. It's like it is that oops fashion moment. I think I like because it's oops I did again fashion fail. Fashionable fashion fail.
Yeah, fashionable fashion fail.
So in the sense that like this is like it's like she literally is going for that thing where it's like it's fashion but it is a fashion fail. Like look, it's not necessarily like, you know what I mean? Like Trinity's was like it doesn't fit or whatever. Like this is literally like she made a look with that entire concept in mind.
Yeah.
Which is like what makes it really cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Because like if you look at other people later, it's like they literally are like I don't think I'm saying that, but you know what I mean? Like it's like with like Sonique, it's like really like I spilt on myself. I'm fashionable, but oops. You know what I mean? And same with Ginger. I'm fashionable, but oops. And like Eureka was like, I'm in this Cinderella dress, which is beautiful and fashionable, but oops. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have to say that.
I mean, we'll talk about it because we think so. I mean, one thing I like the thing that I like about Raja's dress though is that I feel like it's that thing where like someone like opens the like the curtain on you and you're like, oh my god, I'm still getting like dressed, but then like you're going onto the runway and like you haven't put the dress fully on yet, and so you're walking down the runway and it's a fashion fail because you didn't fully get dressed, you didn't fully put everything on, and so you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just walk out like this, and you're like,
that's fair.
Like you that's a fashion fail because you didn't fully do the dress up or like do the. Is it a dress or like a pant thing?
I feel like it's like supposed to be a dress, but like because it's like not fully on, it's a pant.
Okay, that's fair. So for me, this is definitely a wear.
I'm gonna wear it as well. Yeah. Up next is Kylie Sonique Love. And she pulled a corn dog out of her Botswana, and that 3 corn dogs out of her Botswana, and it was good. I like it again. Like I think this is like the campy route. Obviously, like fashionable fashion fail. Like it's not necessarily like it's fashion, you know, but it's like she works at the corn dog stand, you know. So it's almost like it's an employee. So it's what's the term? What's the uniform? It's like a uniform. So in my head, I'm like, that's not necessarily like fashion. I know. But I get the camp side of it where it's like, it is like, and like the spills and the splats everywhere. It's like, okay, it's not my favorite thing, if I'm being honest. Like it literally is like, I don't think she just looks bad. But for this category for me, I don't think it necessarily blends as the easiest.
This is just a fail. It's not a fashionable fashion fail. Because I don't see any fashionable fashion in this.
It's fashionable fashion.
Literally.
It's
fashionist.
Literally. Did you say fashionist? I did. Oh my god. I'm gonna tear this. I wasn't mad at it before, but I'm mad now. So it's a tear.
We worked you up to
that. Literally. I'm gonna tear it though.
Yeah, no, for me too. It's a tear.
Okay.
Next up, we have Ginger Minge.
Gigi.
Yes. You know, the good old Ginger Minge. It's tough with this one, because I feel like it's like a...
The thing is, she said it's a prom look. She's going to prom, but she fucks it up. She had to make her own dress and fucks it up. But again, I get how like prom looks could be fashion fails, you know, because you know it's everyone wore a prom dress or a prom look, and it's like, oh, questionable, you know. Now that you look at it like 20 years later, but again, that was the fashion then. So it's like I get that now it would be a fashionable fashion fail, right? But it's like again with this, it's almost like you just wore a prom dress with burns in it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because like that's the whole fail, because like she burned like the clip off.
Yeah,
like she burned her like
that's
face.
her fail. Yeah. But again, like. When I think of a fashionable fashion fail, I don't think of someone making a mistake. I think of the look just being a fashion fail. Yeah. Like, it doesn't look good. Yeah. Right? Unless I'm misinterpreting the idea. But having said all of that, this looks a tear for me.
Okay, wait. Before we get into it, I just want to say, I think it's awesome tear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just...
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
And finally, the Elephant Queen, Eureka herself. And hopefully this is the last time we find her, because I don't want to talk about it no more. And I just know that I have to talk about her next week, so I'm already exhausted. But,
we already exhausted for next week.
Yes, exactly. So
what I was
she
saying...
looks lovely, gal. Pretty cool. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No. What I'm saying is, it's not necessarily a fashion fail if she looked good at the beginning. If you walk by a table and rip your dress, is that really a fashion fail, or did you just ruin your dress? And now you're mad.
That's actually a fair point. Yeah. And I think you made points, and now I don't like it. Literally. This is a slip. This is a blue slip underneath your gown. So with some jewels on it and throw up and sweat. So. That's the one thing I gotta say. This is, you know what she looks like? She just looked like she was just getting exercised. Like, not working out. This is not her after being fat. That's not a fat joke. She just was exercised by a demon, or she had a demon. She was being exercised. She was in bed, and now she woke up in her slip, like what's her face? Emily Rose.
The Exorcism.
The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Thank you. So, having said all that, I'm still gonna wear the look.
I love those moments.
I think
she should have done this. She should have done this. It wasn't very good. It wasn't thought out. It's aware.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm surprised. To tell you the truth, I am.
To tell you the truth, I am, Billie Jean. It's a surprise for me. You sounded like you were from Little House on the Prairie. You were speaking with the theys and thems, and no one knew what non-binary was by then.
You know what? We're gonna play right now the clip that I just got that from.
My family scared them away. I just wish there was some way I can make them understand how embarrassing they are.
Welcome back to Diane. Erica, it's time for Mario's little confession.
Erica, you know I love you, but I gotta come clean. I'm not really a man. I'm a woman.
Oh my God, you're a woman?
Well, actually, I'm not really a woman. I'm a horse.
Oh my God, you're a horse?
Actually, I'm not really a horse. I'm a broom.
Okay. So, how do you feel?
To be honest with you, Diane, I'm surprised.
With all of that being said, I'm gonna tear it.
Let's get into the wear and the tear of this episode. So, firstly, the tear is going to
Kylie.
Sonique Love, bitch. She did not serve the corn dog I wanted.
No.
It was not vegan. So,
No.
So if it was, maybe I would have said yes, but I said no to that.
Even the breading had egg in it.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sure of it.
I'm mad about it.
The wear is... I didn't look like that. Take the wear away, Tommy.
Thanks, Timmy. The wear is Raja D. O'Hara.
Confetti.
And I think that's honestly, like, again, this runway was not... It was whelming, but it wasn't overwhelming.
Yeah.
That's it, that's all.
Yeah.
It's over. It's done so.
We're
It's
finito.
cancelito.
We're period the end.
Period the end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And guess what? We'll be back next week to recapitulate and talk about the finale of All Stars 6.
The last episode.
The last episode, the finale,
Mm-hmm.
as some people say in the world with their language. I don't know which one, but somewhere out there, I guarantee you, it is said. So everyone, don't forget to like the video,
Share the video,
and subscribe to Indistinct Chatter. Hello, goodbye.
No.
It's very the tea.
Yeah,
We want you to
because-
follow us on this journey.
Exactly. And also, we also want you to know when the next episode's coming out.
And how do you do that? You press the little ding-a-ling.
Not my ding-a-ling, the one next to me. Not that one, the one on the other side.
Not mine. Not his.
Yeah.
But hers.
But yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Where is it here?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
it is. Yeah. The notification bell is over there.
Yeah.
Hit it. That's what we're trying to say.
Hit it! But yeah, so that's the episode.
That's the episode. And as we said, catch us next week.
In
Distinct Chatter.
That was a really awkward ending.
I feel uncomfortable.
I kind of did too at that ending.
I did too.
Yeah.
That's
Should we
fine.
do it again?
No.
No?